It broke down outside Bonnie Tyler's house in Swansea. And even a Yaris with no clutch is going to be better than a 207 with no clutch. Constantly adjusting like this, like you see on those 1950s movies. Ah, my God, it is so pathetic.
Shh, don't tell the MOT man.
Oh my God, we've had a terrible afternoon. We've had a terrible afternoon and we've got to have to recover a terrible car with a terrible Jeep. And this is the terrible Jeep. I'll come to that in a minute because it really deserves some disrespect. But the thing that really needs full 100% disrespect is this absolutely pile of rubbish. So we lent somebody this instead of a Yaris, and he phoned me about 3 hours later to say that it was stuck in gear. And the problem is not with the gearbox, the problem is with this poxy clutch, which I don't know whether you can see it, is absolutely just no pressure on it whatsoever. And if anybody comments about socks and sandals, there is going to be trouble. And of course these, it's a diesel, it's 1.4. The clutch on it takes absolutely forever. It takes about 900 million years to change. And I'm not even exaggerating. And when you've done that 900 million years of work, you're still left with a really shabby 207. So, do you know, I'm pretty sure it's going to be in the bin and we're going to buy a Yaris instead. And even a Yaris with no clutch is going to be better than a 207 with no clutch. So in my list of things that I am going to disrespect, the next thing that I'm going to give a hard time to is this bloody Grand Cherokee. And this deserves complete and utter contempt because of the lack of steering. And let me show you this. Let me show you this because it's awful. So it has the old 2.7 Mercedes engine and gearbox, and they're adequate, they're sort of average. But what's really unaverage is this. So you turn this is called a steering wheel for Jeep, just to get their head round it. But you turn the steering wheel, nothing happens to the front wheels. And also then, the front wheels turn nicely, but the steering wheel doesn't. So you spend all your time constantly adjusting like this, like you see on those 1950s movies. Ah, my God, it is so pathetic. The only good thing about it is that, first of all, it has lovely seats. The seats are just superb. It has a sunroof, which is great. And do you know, the four-wheel drive is actually pretty bloody good. But the rest of it, oh, the steering, oh my God, the steering, just awful, awful. It's been a terrible afternoon. And in other news, the Honda finally, praise the Lord, is off the bloody lift. And here it is. We're going to have a look at this because now we have, look at that. Now we've seal seamed it. It looks okay. Seam sealer is the best stuff in the whole entire world because it covers all sorts of welding sins, and that's pretty good. It looks better here than it ever did on the lift, so I'm quite pleased with that. Shh, don't tell the MOT man.
Today we have a Toyota Yaris. Now this has just come back from an MOT. Obviously it's failed, otherwise it wouldn't be here. Long list of MOT stuff, relatively minor, so we'll just get on and do that. Right, where's the list?
So what's the most difficult three on there? Top three items.
Brake disc and CV boot, I'd probably say. Oh, anti-roll bar linkage. Oh, that's probably the worst one.
Anti-roll bar linkage on these are absolutely abysmal, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, we've done them, obviously. With
these, oh my God, what a difficult, horrible thing. But we have a special tool. Did you use the special tool?
It's down there.
Oh, look at that. The special tool.
Let's have a
look at the special tool.
Some idiot's welded two plates onto it.
Look at that, a magnificent tool.
Well, yeah, some idiot welded two plates onto it, making it more difficult to use than normal.
So there we are. A special Yaris anti-roll bar link tool. What a job.
What a terrible job.
Oh, look, here comes the van. Here comes the van. Full of parts goodness. I made a video last time out about the Alfa, and it's rather disappointingly broken down. And come and have a look what's wrong. I don't know whether you can see, but the clutch pedal is in a bad way. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be like this. So the funny thing about this, right, is that it broke down outside Bonnie Tyler's house in Swansea, in the Mumbles. So right in her front gate. I mean, just like completely in her front gate. Completely blocking her front gate. And my customer decided that was a great place to leave it. And quite rightly, somebody decided that they were going to take it to the police pound. So we've just recovered it from the police pound. We've had to pay £68 million, of course, to recover it. And here it is, being towed by what we previously described as our terrible Jeep. But now I feel that I must be nice to it because I need to drive home. So there's our not so terrible Jeep. Here's our Alfa. We're towing it home. And this is just, it's another day in the life of of a small company that leases cars, isn't it? It's just, yeah, just another day, just another day. Let's go. So what I wanted to do is we just have a look at the Alfa, but I am here today with my friend Tony,
Hi.
who has also appeared previously in videos, because you'll have been aware, of course, of the epic trip that we did across Europe to Zagreb. So this is Tony. Tony is very kindly offered to come with me today to recover this.
You're missing a bit out there. Tony came down with your Jeep yesterday to try and recover it.
Yes,
Only
yes.
to find it wasn't there.
Yes, yeah, a complete disaster. You give him one job and that's it. Anyway, here we go. So we're going to drive you home and we'll see you at home.